Good morning. Today we have someone from an energy efficiency company, and in BC you are required to hire these people, and they do an energy efficiency test on your home. First they tell you all the things that you have to do to make your home energy efficient, and then they come by and they have some equipment and they test it. So he's here today, and this is part of getting your occupancy. So I'm just going to go in, and I did the stairs yesterday, or the deck. It looks fantastic, but apparently it didn't dry. As you know, the channel runs several weeks, sometimes months, to when actual events occurred. One of the things that we're talking about this week is the energy efficiency in where we live in British Columbia, and I'm sure it's the same in many other provinces in Canada and throughout the US. They all probably have their own system. They want us to make our homes as efficient as possible as far as using energy, because at some point in life we are probably going to run out of our energy resources because we're using too much. So we got this whole package. Don't even ask me how many pages it is. When you get your permit, they tell you, so this is the things you need to do to get your occupancy. You need to contact this person, and they give you a list of companies that do the energy efficiency testing, and the goal is to meet a certain step code. If you meet a certain step code, you will get rebates from, here it's Fortis, for our electricity. So I'm not going to go into all the details. We did have an individual come out. So basically what they do is you contact them, you give them your home plans, you tell them what kind of windows you have, you send them your window package, and they determine where you might land as far as your step code goes. And that's great for most homes, but with log homes, it's a little more challenging to meet those step codes. And so then they have, I think there's like 5 steps. Let me turn this page over. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, so they send you this documentation, and the company that we use, Harmony Engineering. And so they were expecting us to reach step code 3, and a step code 4 would be the proposed step we would want to get to. So then that costs you a chunk of money. I want to say it was like $1,000. And then when you're ready and you think your house is airtight, you contact them and you make an appointment, and they come out and they do this air testing. And this is how that day went.
We're just inside. James just finished up sealing the door, and he's hooking up his computer. And James is from Harmony Engineering out of Nelson, and he is here to basically do a blower test on the cabin to see how energy efficient it is. And I'm just going to let him explain a little bit about what he's doing.
So yeah, I'm James. I'm an energy advisor working for Harmony Engineering out of Nelson. Today we're going to be running a blower door test. So we're going to see how airtight the home is. That's one of the key metrics for energy efficiency. The home's going to have to meet BC Energy Step Code.
Awesome. Thanks very much for explaining that. I couldn't have done that. So yeah, we're hopefully shooting for step code 3. I'm pretty sure we've got that. I think we might be able to hit step code 4. 5 is pretty much a fairy tale. That's highly energy efficient. The codes go from steps go from 1 to 5. So we're shooting for 3, hoping for 4. 5 would be a dream, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Firing up pretty soon.
Okay, bad news.
Ooh.
It's 7.36. So what we'll do is we'll get the fan going and we'll figure out where it's coming from.
Okay, well, James will explain it to you better than I can. We failed drastically.
What?
Yeah. We're at step code 1, which means we get no rebates.
Not even on like appliances and stuff?
Nothing.
What?
He can explain it better than I can.
Okay. Well, the process is done, and we ultimately failed. But with
The reason being, apparently log homes do not have to meet step code. The logs themselves have air gaps between them, even when you're doing chinking, which is basically stuffing in between each log. And since the logs are still settling and shrinking, that means all of the windows and door frames in the log section, which is basically the entire lower half of the house, there's air gaps underneath all of the buckouts, all underneath the doors and the windows. And we can show you in a couple of the windows
Okay.
a little air gap.
Underneath the 2x4. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Can you see the light?
Down a bit, I saw it.
Yeah, I can see it here, and I can see it through the camera. Anyways, I think you can see it. So there's like a teeny tiny air gap there.
It's roughly not even, probably a 1/16 of an inch.
So between the 2x6 that frames the window and the log itself, there's a gap. So there's that one, there's a gap, because the logs are not perfectly flat, right? So it's pretty hard to get them perfectly level. And then in the bedroom, I think I saw one too. Oh, right there. Can you see that gap? And it's not everywhere, but it's, you know, it's a good eye opener that we didn't realize we had not done 100%. So it's not the windows themselves, it's the box that meets up with the log that is the problem. So we don't get any rebates on that, but I'm going to put in for rebates on all our appliances and that sort of thing on the Fortis website. Really disappointing. Anyways, that wraps that up. This section of the build is complete. We'll see what kind of...
And James said he's going to email us with basically a compliance letter, I believe it's called, about, we did the test.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and he also said that log homes are now exempt from having to meet step code because they are very warm. I mean, it's so warm in here. I mean, compared to the trailer, there's way less air gaps in here than there's in the trailer.
Yes, absolutely.
Every slide has a gap. Every window is like not household windows, shall we say. It might be 3-season, but we got to make that furnace work really hard. Anyways, so that's all we want to talk about today.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring that bell for notifications.
Bye.